Michelle Alexander, welcome to our Legally Speaking series.
Well, thank you.
Your book is called The New Jim Crow, Mass Incarceration in the Age of Colorblindness. This is, I think, a disturbing book. It is a provocative book, and it is certainly a book that has generated a lot of buzz. And your thesis, as I understand it, is that for the last 30 years or so, we have, unlike any other country in the world, engaged in an orgy of incarceration that has not in any coherent or consistent way served the cause of justice. That rather than a war on drugs, which supposedly this was all about, or most of it was about, this has on the ground been a war against poor African American communities.
Yes, yes. You know, I argue that today, even as we elect Barack Obama as our nation's first Black president, and even as we claim to have entered into the era of color blindness, we as a nation have managed to rebirth a caste-like system in America. Through the war on drugs and the Get Tough movement, we have targeted, arrested, and imprisoned millions of poor people of color, primarily Black men, for predominantly nonviolent and drug-related crimes, the very sorts of crimes that occur with roughly equal frequency in middle-class white communities and on college campuses and universities. And once they're swept into the system, they're branded and trapped in a permanent second-class status, not unlike the one that we supposedly left behind. Once you're branded a criminal or a felon, all the old forms of discrimination, denial of the right to vote, exclusion from jury service, legal discrimination in employment, housing, access to education, public benefits are suddenly legal.
I want to ask this community from the bottom of our heart to not forget Judge Hunter. Don't forget her. Her, that you keep the cause going, and that you support, not just with your lips in conversation, but with your money and your finances. This is an expensive fight, but we've got to stay in it. And so while we're putting dollars towards a toy and a gift, send some dollars to the Tracie Hunter Legal Defense Fund. It's www.TracieHunterLegalDefenseFund.com. Her name is all over the news, so you know how to spell the Tracie. Tracie.